Hey YouTube, this is Josh with Ventures of Acrophile. Today I'm heading up to High Springs, Florida, where I'm actually going to be going to a canoe outpost and going onto the Santa Fe River in a kayak. I plan on taking about a 3-hour trip. Once I get up there, I'll go ahead and rent my kayak, which I think is about $40 for that whole trip. And then I'll get on the water and I'll videotape it and share it with y'all. With that being said, also there is a shuttle that will be picking me up at the very end, so I can go down. It's approximately 7 miles or so down the river, and then there'll be a shuttle that actually picks me up. But before I get into that adventure, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Just click that subscribe button. Actually be down here in the bottom of the screen, little blue, currently it's a blue watermark. If you hover over that with the mouse or your finger, it'll prompt you to subscribe, and you can subscribe at that point. If you like videos like this, don't forget to drop a comment in the section below. Give me a thumbs up and let me know what type of content you would like in the future. So with that being said, I'm gonna get on to the adventure, and I'll see you when I get to the outpost. Alright, so I just locked up the car and I'm walking across the road now. Got my hydration pack should I need it. Wait for this traffic. Let y'all know there's not gonna have any parking in there. Across the street now. Hopefully I got here in time. From what I understand, I want to take the longest run, well, the semi-longest run down to Poe Springs. But it's about a 3.5 hour trip, and I had to be here before 1:30. It's about 1:40 now, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that distance. So I'll check back as soon as I start getting to the water. All right, so they put me in a pretty decent little kayak today. I'm actually enjoying this. It's a little bit closer to the water than I'm used to, but overall, not too bad. Let's see if this thing tracks straight. I'm going to stay to the right up here, because see if that, hey, my hydration pack reaches. Good deal. Water's flowing pretty good right now. Let me turn this over. There it is. Try to get across the river to the other side. But I got roughly just got in 5 miles today. Get away from this thing. Water's definitely much higher than what it's been in the past. Kayak's tracking pretty nice. It's not pulling hard to the right or to the left. Very nice. Got a bunch of turtles over here. See if I can spook them a little bit. See if I can get up there. Like I said, things traveling along pretty good at a pretty good clip. So, not going to be able to move over to the shore as easy as I normally would. One thing I forgot today was some sunscreen. I'm representing for all you motorcycle riders. If you're familiar with Deal's Gap, Tail of the Dragon, last time I was there I ended up getting this hat. And I actually have a video here on the channel if you want to check it out. It'll be in the description below. Labeled the iconic Deal's Gap, Tail of the Dragon. It's about a 17-minute video. I go from the very beginning at the Deals Gap club area where you can gas up, and I end up riding to the top where you're at the overlook and where you can look down over the dam that's down there. Yeah, this water is definitely up more than it was before. I'm liking it. Try to get this thing up. There's a little bit of a left pull to it, but I'm guessing that's because the river's. This is definitely moving on along at a pretty good clip right now. Oh, wrong. I definitely don't want to get pulled into that. Try to get away from this tree line if I can. There's always something under the water. I might want to dodge here. Probably a rock. Yep, a rock. Let me get my camera out. Oh, that's turning. Come on. Leave that there. Very windy out today. Peace. That there. Fun times. Haven't seen any alligators yet, but I'm sure they're here. Pretty big turtle over there. Don't know how well y'all can see it on camera. He's actually a pretty big guy. This water's definitely moving swifter than normal. Already coming into this, compared to the last kayak trip I had down at Silver Springs, this is actually very relaxing, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. And some more turtles over there. I'm going to take a picture of them before I get too far along. There they are. I'll add that picture into the post. Got some turtles over here. So I'm gonna go towards them. So the water's moving so quick, I mean, I gotta be careful not to get hung up in these bushes. You can see some sunning right there. Try to turn out of this before I get too far in here. And then there's a whole log of them sunning right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull out of this so I don't hit this tree that's down. There we go. All right, so I'm trying to run away from the sun. The sun's slightly up and to our left. So I'm moving towards the left side of the river so that I'm in the shade. One thing I got to look out for though is these trees, probably too early in the season, but usually wasp in the middle of summer end up making nests. Also, you've got to look out for snakes that'll hang out up there and try to drop themselves down in a boat occasionally. It's actually a very neat little tree over there. So I could take a picture of that. There you go. Phone's running a little warm. I'm trying to keep it covered so it doesn't, but oh, I'm messing with the camera. No snakes. That's good. Duck. Okay. I'm gonna have to get out of these trees. Got some more turtles over there. Don't know if you can see them on the camera. Try to angle that down a little bit more. Water's running pretty swift over on that side because we're starting to. The river's banking to the left. It's going around the left-hand corner, so all the high-speed water is over to our right here on the far bank. And I don't want to get over in that because it'll pull me into the shore. I'm not experienced enough for that yet. I'm pretty much a beginner at this point. I know the concept of how the kayak works and how to work the paddle, but anything technical I would probably not do very well on. Let me see if I can get a portrait of these. A lot of glare on the water. Back away a little bit. There we are. I'm gonna have to self-correct. Hey, turtles. All right, I'm currently in a Old Town single kayak, and it runs pretty smooth. It's actually it's tracking a pretty straight line right now. I haven't had to fight with it. The seat is fairly comfortable. This is very well used. When I first got into it, I was kind of questionable, like, looks like it's a little bit abused and broken, but it's actually not. I've settled into it pretty nice at this point, and actually considering maybe looking into getting one. But yeah, when I ended up arriving to the Canoe Outpost, as you saw, it was extremely crowded. There wasn't much parking. I had to actually go across the street and park across the street. I ended up signing up at the front desk for a looks like a 5-mile run down to just barely south of Poe Springs is where they're going to be picking up. There's a shuttle that comes in there at Poe Springs. 5 miles, about 3.5 hours. I started off at about 1:45 or so, and they're expecting me to, even at a leisure, I should be good to get there by 4:30, and the last pickup is at 5 o'clock. So I'm just enjoying the view and taking my time. A couple armadillos up there rummaging through the weeds. But yeah, when I went to the front desk, they were very accommodating. It cost $40 for this single kayak for this 5-mile trip, which is reasonable. It would have been the same price for two, but it would have been a little bit more expensive if I got the tandem. But yeah, your base price is $40. That's for two people, not for the single, but for the double. And then if you move up from there, where you can actually, if you get a canoe, you can actually have one teen that can sit in the middle and two adults, one in the front, one in the back. Or if you got two small children, they can sit in the middle and then the adults sit in the front and the back, and that is the canoes. They charge an extra fee per body, and I'm thinking that the most weight that they're rated for is 700 pounds, maybe 800 for the canoes. Like I said, I've only gone down this from the outpost. This is probably about my 4th time coming here, and it's the first time I've actually got a kayak. I have a newfound love for kayaks because they track through the water extremely smooth, and they keep their line, and they're easy to control. You got a dual paddle here that you learn how to utilize it to work to your advantage. You got a whole lot more maneuverability, and these kayaks cut through the water like a hot knife through butter. They're just very smooth. With the canoes, what I've noticed when you sit on and you're not sitting down in them, they get a little top heavy when you sit on the little platforms that are in them. If I'm by myself, my number one choice is always going to be a kayak. All right, well, it doesn't say no canoes allowed, but I'm coming up in here into Poe Springs. Looks like they've had a washout. Got some work to do on this. There is a lot of algae in the water compared to what it was before. Very cool.
We gotta resand the flag of the beach. The highway. Yeah. Gotta make the banks.
Stand right here.
Where?
Right here. Stand.
I am over the springs now. There's the springs right there. I'm actually going to take this camera out. Video under the water.
I was right here, man.
Let's go back in the water one more time. pretty cool. Well, looks like I'm actually coming to the end of this. I was told that there's this first metal bridge. You bypass that, you go on up to the next metal bridge. And the next metal bridge is where the pickup is. Well, it looks like I went about a half mile past where I needed to. Trying to now go against the current all the way back to the Poe Springs dock. I knew I saw the dock, but they told me not the first metal dock, but the second metal dock. There's only one metal dock, so that I could see. So I just called them on the phone. Luckily, I had signal, and inquired about it. And they said, "Yeah, I got to go back to the dock, metal dock that has a boat ramp next to it." It's like, oh crap, I'm about a half a mile past that. So here I am fighting the current now, trying to stay in the shallow part so I'm not washed away, trying to stay out of the fast moving water. But hey, getting my workout, getting my cardio up. I do see the land going the right direction. It's not like I'm staying stationary. There's a guy that keeps going up and down the river here that has his own jet ski. Almost tempted to say, hey, 20 bucks, you pull me back to the dock. $20 if you pull me back to the dock. But I'm making progress. So I will continue on. Water gets slinging a lot of water. Managed to get up to the side here. Well, the current's not so strong. Working my way towards the dock. Unfortunately, there was a gentleman back there that was kind of caught up and washed away. Not really a whole lot he could do. Offered to help, but he refused all the help. He didn't want any help trying to get back up here. So maybe I'll speak to somebody once I get up here and see about maybe having to go back and help him out. Working up a sweat on this one. Progress is slow, but I'm managing, cutting through. Looks like the 4:30 ride's here. Just about there. Alrighty. That's a wrap. Time right now is currently almost 5 o'clock. I got shuttled back here to the Canoe Outpost. I just got to dodge cars and get across the road here. Sure know what is coming. Car there. Whew. That was nice. So in closing, if y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hopefully this video footage actually was enjoyable to you. For now, this is Josh, Adventures of Acrophile, signing out. Y'all be safe. Peace.